All right. This week, we're going to do a simple thing, one thing only. Packet analysis. So last week we talked about Wireshark packet sniffing tool, Wireshark and TCP dump, and briefly mentioned the functions of such tools, which is packet analysis tool, right? This week, we're gonna actually analyze a pre-captured packet and see if we can retrieve information from the packets, right? All right, let's see the PowerPoint slides. I upload this evidence02.pcap file to our course page. So go and download this file. And if you want to make sure that you're downloading this file from the original publisher, you can always go to this website and download it by yourself. Either way is fine, they're the same. And if you already haven't downloaded and installed Wireshark yet, go and download and install the Wireshark. Again, Wireshark is free software, like free, no like trial at all. That means if you search for Wireshark and ended up a website ask you for money, you're in the wrong place. So don't proceed any further if they ask for money. All right. There are 7 questions we're gonna review today using these PCAP files. If you already have installed Wireshark, your PCAP file will display this icon, this little shark fin here, and 0101 in a binary code. This represent the software you installed, Wireshark. Right? Go ahead and double click this file. And you will see this kind of window, right? Let me see if I can make it a little bigger for you. Better. Just this window a little bit too. Just need to see the questions. All right. So, question number 1, what is Anne's email address? This scenario here is basically this. It's kind of continued from the previous scenario, which is puzzle number 1, but they're not really related in terms of solving this puzzle. So, after being released on bail and disappears, fortunately, investigators were carefully monitoring her network activities before she skipped town. You know, when you are arrested and post bail to become free until you have trial, you cannot like get out of town, right? You'll forfeit your bail. So this is what happened to it. And she paid for the bail and skipped the town. And we believe Anne may have communicated with her secret lover, Mr. X, before she left. The investigator says to the police chief, right? Police chief said, we believe Anne may have communicated with this person called Mr. X, which is her secret lover. And here is the packet capture between Anne to whoever she's been communicating with during the given time. So our job here is analyze this 572 packets to find out this information from it. Again, usual packet capture comes with like at least 10,000 lines, 5,000 lines. 572 packets, I would say is kind of easy homework, but let's see how easy it can get. What is Anne's email address? How do we know what email address Anne used? The hint is SMTP. Last week we said there are 3 protocols for emails. 1, SMTP, 2, POP, 3, IMAP, and SMTP and POP working as pair. One for sending email, the other one for receiving email. IMAP handles both sides in one protocol. So in order to find out Anne's email address, we are gonna use this characteristic of protocol, right? SMTP is for sending, POP and IMAP is for receiving, right? So if Anne ever sent out email, it gotta be used, the message got to be used SMTP to send out the email message, right? So we could use filters, but let's just briefly browse this protocol here, this protocol column here. And let's see if we can find out any protocol name. SMTP. Briefly scroll down a little bit. Oh, there. We have first SMTP here, right? Last week, we also learned about the menu called TCP stream, follow TCP stream. By clicking this, the TCP stream occurred for this specific message will be displayed in a more of human friendly format. They're not entirely friendly, but it kind of lists the related packets all together in one window. So go and right click on the first SMTP you see, which is line 56, and go to follow, and then go to TCP stream and click. Now you see this window. I cannot make this window any bigger than this, so you will have to zoom it somehow to see more clearly. So there is some information about email server. Authentication login here, right? As you can see, each time I move to different part of packet, the line number here changes. Let me go back to here. Now it's 59. If I click here, now it's 56. So it displays all the related packet in one window like this. So this is probably login information, authentication information somewhere here. We'll talk about that later, probably. Mail from Sneaky G 33K at AOL.com. It says message was from Anne, and Anne's email was this, right? So that answers our questions. What is Anne's email address? Sneaky33K, right? I'll give you 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, so you can do it by yourself. So why don't you go and go back to the beginning of this packet analyst video and find out Anne's email address by yourself. All right, I assume you got that answer all by yourself. Let's go back. What is question number 2? What is Anne's email password? Wow. Briefly see this part of message. Doesn't seem like we can find any password information here because logically speaking, we can send out email after we log in. So email login information probably somewhere prior to this message, somewhere above here. So before we saw this authentication login information and says authentication successful here, that means somewhere along this line, authentication process happened and it verified. In other words, and provided login credential and it was correct credential. Therefore, the email authenticate her login attempt and authorized to access to her email inbox. So in other words, in more easier word, this is where probably password is contained, right? So let me just copy everything here. And I'm going to make this part as a one string because each time when I click this line, this is actually package 62, here 63, here 65, here 66. So this is kind of 4 different packet exchange with server. Probably first one is ID and the second is password could be, or just entire one is password. I don't know, but all I know is this full line is containing credential information. I'm going to paste into my notepad. Can I zoom this? Oh, no, wrong one. I'll make it a one line. This number 334 is not actually part of message, so I'm going to delete that. This is not part of message too, deleting. And then I'm making these 4 lines into one long line that we don't know what that is for now, right? Then I want you to go this website. I'll attach the link to this website too, but you can always go visit this motobit.com and click base 64 here, right? That's the menu we're going to use. In this window here, when you paste this form of string, which is encoded with the algorithm called base 64. Computers, when you type ID and password, it encodes the message to computer readable format. And one of them is base 64. There's another one called base 8, I think. Difference between these two are basically there are certain letters that we kind of confuse as a human being. For example, here, I always confuse with lowercase l and uppercase I. In this way, it doesn't look so confusing, but some font look very confusing. And there is alphabet O and number 0. They always look very confusing to me. And there is a B and number 8, so on and so on. So base 58 eliminate this kind of confusing letter. and use the rest of characters to encode the message. Base 64 basically use all kind of alphabet and number to encode the message. So this is the base 64 encoded message for Anne's login credential. I'm going to copy it and paste it to this window right here. And because it's already encoded message, we're going to decode it, not encode it, right? And leave this option here and click convert the source data. Ta-da! There you go. This base 64 message. Oh, let me see if I can zoom it for you. Base 64 message of this very unfriendly message actually contains this information. So that answers to these questions. And email password was 558R00 lowercase, no, see, confusing. Lowercase l and then lowercase c. That was the password. So why don't you go and try this part of lab and find out the answer and password all by yourself. All right, what is the next question? What is Anne's secret lover's email address? We already have one message here, so why don't we go and find out what this message contains. It says here, subject title of the email is lunch next week. Okay. And here, sorry, I can't do lunch next week after all. Heading out of town, another time, and I don't know about you guys, but to me, it sounds like not an email to a secret lover. So that rules out this person, whoever this person's name would be. I'm just copy this email and paste it here. I'm going to label him not the secret lover. So that way we can filter out other packets we'll see along the way. Okay, let's see. I'm going to close this window because this TCP stream seems like nothing to do with Anne's secret lover. Go back to PCAP file. Now you see there is a filter applied, TCP stream equal 0, right? We're going to remove this filter because it only shows certain packets that related to the message starting line number 56, right? But then we need more. We have 572 packets in this file, so we'll have to browse more. So we're on 56 first time, and let's see if there is another package. '69, there's another email. Let's see. Is that email to secret lover? No, it's to the same guy. We already ruled out this is not the secret lover. And message the same. Remove the filter. Further browse. until we see some sort of a email address form like this. Not ARP, not syslog, not NTP. Oh, I guess I'm feeling about this. I have email server address here. Gotta be some email around here. There you go. Back in number 192 from email. How about this? This email is to Mr. Secret X. Sounds like the Mr. X we're talking about. So right click it, go to follow, TCP stream. Let's see what this message has. To Mr. X at AOL.com. Subject. Rendezvous. Oh, okay. These peoples are not creative at all. No wonder why did they cut. Message says what? Here. Hi, sweetheart. Bring your fake passport and a bathing suit. Oof. Address attached. Love. And so this gotta be the email that police chief talk about. The secret email between Anne and her secret lover. So what was the question again? And secret lover's email address gotta be this, Mr. Secret X. So why don't you go back and find out this answer by yourself? All right. Let's go to move on to number 4. We already have answer to this. Where's the other window? The message and said no. What she said? She said, bring fake passport. I saw fake passport. Right here. Bring your fake passport and bathing suit. Those are 2 items, and ask to her secret lover to bring. So there's your answer. What's the name of the attachment and sent to her secret lovers? There's a file attachment here. File name secret rendezvous.docx. docx is file extension for Word document. So she's sending a Word document named secret rendezvous. All right, here's the tricky part. Last question asked, in what city and country is their rendezvous point? When I check their emails, they don't specifically talk about city and country to meet. Instead, she said here, address attached. And when she say attach it, she probably means that attached to this attachment file. So we'll have to recover this docx file and open it up and see if there is any information about the rendezvous point, right? So basically, you see all these strange letters here, all the way down to here, till here. This is the attachment in computer readable form, right? When you're sending attachment, computer don't actually receive a Word document. It receives file bits of it, right? And then it's submitted to the other party, which is receiver. And the receiving parties will decode this message into a Word file, right? So we'll have to copy everything from here. Make sure you contain every single characters from here to here. If you miss a word, you might not able to construct this attachment. So start here. Click left mouse button and hold it, and then drag it all the way down, all the way down. Going, still going, 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 still going, still going, and up to here. And when you entirely block these strange letters, you may release your left button now, right? And somewhere on this blue area, click right click and click copy. Okay. Now this blue area is copied to your computer memory. All you have to do is go back to this decoder website and rerun it. Let's refresh the page. Currently this one containing the information about our latest activities. So we want to refresh the page. Go and continue. Didn't work. All right, then let's go back to this motor bit. Click base 64 decoder and encoder. And here, you right click your mouse and then paste what you just copied from this Wireshark window. Click paste. There's your crazy letters, right? All this. This time we're also gonna decode the message, and this time we're going to export it as a file, right? So we're going to click export, and here you type your name. Don't just type your name and spell it here. Type actually your name, okay? Type your name here and then press dot. It says DOCX. And then go and click this button, convert the source data. Then it will download Word file. Again, make sure your decoded outcome name after your name, okay? Not spell it like your name like this. So many of you do this every quarter, so I just can't stop telling you about this. Write down your name, okay? Actual name. And double click it. Here. I have this file. This file says, meet me at the fountain near the rendezvous point. Address below. I'm bringing all the cash. Oh yeah, she's definitely skipping the town. So this is the name of city they're going to meet. This is the country they're going to meet, right? All you have to do is submit this information to the police chief. So here, I'm going to give you a little more time to do this all by yourself. Your job is to retrieve this rendezvous, this attachment and change the file name to your name and upload it to the assignment module. All right. That's all for today. Wasn't that painful, right? So I'll give you the rest of our class minutes for your lab activities. So go ahead and retrieve the file and make sure you upload it to the assignment module.